Hello, thank you for joining this presentation of Sentient Advanced Patch Manager. Please read the disclaimer on the screen before we continue. One of the main tasks as an IT administrator is to ensure that all systems are patched. Any delay in identifying a vulnerability and deploying a security patch may result in a security breach or a cyber attack. A third-party solution is required to ensure third-party patches are installed on each endpoint. Advanced Patch Management automates the process of discovering and deploying hundreds of third-party and OS patches. Advanced Patch Manager brings convenience, efficiency, reliability, and security to endpoints. Advanced Patch Manager currently covers 133 third-party vendors and hundreds of third-party products. This is up from 129 vendors in just the past few months. Vendors are constantly being evaluated and added to the scan file to ensure endpoints remain secure from cyber attack. It covers Microsoft's extensive product suite and should include all WSUS available content. Available as Microsoft Scan-Only, third-party scan-only, or a combination of Microsoft and third-party scanning. The scan file is very small, 26 megabytes, and doesn't grow much larger each month. The vulnerability scan of endpoints completes in under 5 minutes and has a very small footprint. The scan file is updated every 4 hours and is automatically downloaded to the Sentient Patch Advanced domain. Scanning of endpoints will create compliance reports showing vulnerabilities without the need to first acquire content. Bulletins can be acquired directly from reporting pages using Next-Gen reporting. This is available as a patch in Sentient 11 CP1. Any products not covered by Advanced Patch Manager can be managed using Sentient custom descriptor files. Here is a list of all 134 vendors. I'll leave this on the screen for a few seconds so everyone can read through it. Isn't patching a solved problem? While patching Windows OS using WSUS or Windows Update on desktops monthly is indeed solved with Microsoft's Patch Tuesday release, patching third-party applications on a desktop remains a significant challenge for many organizations. 86% of reported vulnerabilities come from third-party applications. 84% of vulnerabilities had patches available on the day of disclosure. Unpatched vulnerabilities were involved in 60% of data breaches. 62% of organizations weren't even aware of vulnerabilities in their organizations prior to the breach. So this slide shows the need for application patching, top application vulnerabilities, which are all covered by our scan file, CPE dictionary statistics over the past 5 years, and CVE over the years. And so we can see there's a growing number of security vulnerabilities being reported every year from 2016 onwards. 57% of cyber attack victims stated that applying a patch would have prevented the attack. And finally, compliance. Organizations are often mandated by regulatory bodies to maintain a certain level of compliance. Application patching is necessary for adhering to these compliance standards. Challenges of third-party application patching. Third-party patching is hard. Every third-party application patch is a custom one-off that requires hours to research, set up, test, and deploy. Every third-party application has a different deploy mechanism. too many applications. Third-party patches outnumber Microsoft patches by a huge margin. There are multiple vendors, applications, versions, and platforms. And finally, inconsistent release cycles. Every third-party application has a different and not fixed release cycle. We know that Microsoft releases patches on Patch Tuesday, once a month. Third-party vendors, however, are on their own release cycle, and many of them release patches on the day a vulnerability is detected. Advanced Patch Manager extends the patch management capabilities beyond OS patching. It comes with drill down reports with filters for audit and compliance purposes. Plugs directly into Sentient deployments using existing architecture. No new infrastructure investment, no new learning curve. It uses the existing policy engine. Download patches and updates directly from OEM-approved repositories. Decrease security risks and service performance degradation by controlling when and where patches are applied. Prepare for audits and help demonstrate compliance with out-of-the-box reports and dashboard views. Scalable and easy-to-use interface with no scripting or professional services needed. It comes with role-based access control and bandwidth throttling and checkpoint capabilities. So there's great value from Advanced Patch Manager. You can reduce application security risks by increasing security to reduce downtime. Reduce the application patching gap. Patch hundreds of vulnerable applications. Delete or republish updates. Zero-touch deployments, no need for end-user intervention. Maximize your investment by expanding Sentient Configuration Manager to include application patching. Easy integration into the Sentient console, it is indeed plug and play. Leverage existing Sentient workflows. And finally, significantly reduce IT cost and effort. Accelerate patching from months to minutes. Patch with confidence. Create and deploy more updates faster. Automate mundane tasks to maximize administrator productivity. No additional consulting is required. That concludes the presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. We will now open up for questions.